Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Zangi Muemi from contbuild.co.ke. In this video tutorial, I want us to discuss how to draw different types of stairs in ArchiCAD. Before we get started, I want to remind you that you can support my work by subscribing to this YouTube channel, and subscribing is free. You can subscribe by clicking on the red subscribe button below this video. Make sure to tap on the bell icon to activate notifications so that you will not miss any of my videos when I upload them. So if you are ready for the tutorial, let's get started. Now this tutorial, because it's about stairs, it's going to be a tutorial that will expose us to how to use the stair tool to come up with a stair, depending on the shape that we want to achieve. And the first thing that we are supposed to do is to activate the stair tool. And the stair tool is one of the various ArchiCAD design tools that are available, which in my case usually the ArchiCAD design tools represent the different building design elements that are there in real life. So to activate the stair tool, we go up here to design tools, then click on the stair tool to make sure that it is selected. Now up below the ribbon, or in this upper part here where we have the settings, you can see the input method, and these two are settings that will allow us to either place a left railing or place a right railing. So if you want between the space that is going to be left there between the flight, there is the left and the right. If you want to have railings on both sides, we will check these two options, and then for the baseline, I will leave it as it is right now. Then I'll change later when we start drafting. And make sure the turning point is selected as automatic landing. You have all these other options here for a turning type: winder with equal angles, and you have another one, winder with equal goings. So for us, that's it. So now we can get started. But before we do that, you see these railings, you can also control them by activating the railings tool, which is under design tools, and select railing, and then down here, which is there is a drop down arrow under settings dialog. You can be able now to choose the type of railing that you want to be displayed for your project. And in this case, we have in ArchiCAD 21, I think for now the ones that are displaying on my screen is a basic railing, a glass panel railing, timber fencing, and wired railing. And I love using the glass panel railing, so for my case I will have glass panel railing selected, and then I'll go back to my stairs, so that when I draw the stairs, I will be having a glass panel railing around the stairs. Now that's not the only way to have railings, there is another option which we'll discuss in another video. So let's get started. The first type of a stair is a spiral staircase. In this case, the spiral, when viewed from top, usually looks on plan looks like this, which is a circle. As you can see, looks like this, a circle and a small space at the center. So small space at the center. So the whole of this is the width for the flight. So what we are supposed to do is to specify the radius of the stairs, and in this case I will use the internal radius, and I want to put a line which is 600 millimeter in that case. So if you're wondering 600 millimeter and how I have set my units, you can set your working units or other dimensioning units by going to options, project preferences, and choosing dimensions. Then under dimensions you have all these options. So for me, I go with plain millimeter and everything as it is, and clicking on OK. So after we have our line to represent the radius in place, we go back to stair tool, go back to our stair tool, which is this one, and then we can now start drawing. So I'll start from this point, I'll click, then I'll select this option of arc by, not that, I'll select the other one of arc by center point and click. Then I'll locate this other end of the line as my other point. Now I can start drawing my stairs. Sorry, I think we should use arc by center point. Click, select arc by center point, then click on the other side. Now you can be able to draw your stairs by moving the mouse like this, and then when I click, it's going to display. So go up to this point, double click, then you have you'll have your stairs in place. So let's move that way, click. So if you look at it closely, you will realize it looks like a circle when viewed on plan, and when you go to 3D view, you can be able to look around and see how it looks in three-dimensional view. So I'm waiting for it to load. Waiting for the 3D view to generate. and after it has generated, we will be able to have a better visualization. So that is how it looks in 3D. We can choose orbit option by either clicking on this orbit icon here, or using the O button on our keyboard if you are on a PC, that is if you are running Windows. And then we can be able to rotate around and see our how the stairs that we've created look like. So if you can see, it's a very nice one, and I hope you've gotten the steps that we have followed, and you will be able to create a spiral staircase on your own. So let me know in the comments section. Now we can go ahead and create the next type of stair, which is a staircase with 2 flights and a landing. So if I go back to my working space, which is the floor plan, I can choose to use the line tool. Then I'll draw here. The landing is 3 meters, and the 3 meters is the length of the flight, and the width of the flight. For the width of the flight, I want to use 1200. Then I'll draw like that. Now note, I am drawing the outline using the line tool, and then I'll be able to show you how to put that in place with the stair tool. So just follow along. When I am done, I'm hoping you will have gotten the process. So I would intersect this. Sorry, I will draw a line here, and I use this as my guide. This is where we will have our landing. This is closed. Then I will select these two and intersect them. Now trim and extend this to fit here. Now trim that point. So basically, this is the shape of the stairs that we want to create. Then after doing that, I'll go back to design tools. I will have my stair tool selected. If you go to the settings dialog, you have a lot of options here that you can explore if you want to do further customizations for your stairs. All this under structure, monolithic flight, monolithic landing, all types of finish, the treads, the risers, how you want the floor plan to appear with your stairs, and also the reflected ceiling plan. For now, I want us to use the ArchiCAD default settings. So I'll start drawing by clicking on this point, and then I want it to appear to fill this space. So I'll change the baseline from this one to the other one, and then I'll draw to this point here, but after making sure that you have selected the flight option in these small settings that are here. So I'll draw up to this point, I'll click, then I'll change my settings to landing, the next option, which is here, and I'll draw up to this point where the landing ends. And after that, we are going to have another flight up once. So I'll go back to the flight settings, and this is the last point. Then I'll double click, and my stairs is going to be created. But if you look at it, we have a small flight on one side, and the other side is a very elongated one, and for us this is not what we intend to have. We intend to have it fitting in should be fitting in the lines that we have created. So let me do it again. That point, select landing, click, select flight, and click. And then we can select the stairs. You select by holding the shift button down and then clicking on it to highlight it with some blue and green lines. Then we go to the settings dialog, and here under structure, not structure but rather under stair, the width of our flight is 1200, which is 1.2 meter. That is okay. And the trends and risers are 150, which is also okay for us. The next option is here, the number of risers, which is counting up to 20. And if we look at our drawing, I think we only need like 15 or 14 of these to be okay. So if we put 15 there and click on OK, we can see some adjustments on the floor plan. Now I think this is nice. You can also select it and try to adjust using your mouse. You can adjust up to that point, and it now fits very well. You can see now we have the stairs in plan, looking nice. And in the 3D window, let's see what we have. I can see some processing of elements, and we'll be having our 3D in no time.